Some of those service gifts are evangelism. And that's the desire to serve God by leading people to a saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. The aggressive soul winner, he's the one who likes to go after lost souls. And I want you to pray that God will raise up more folks who have the evangelism gift in our church. It's an area where we're lacking, and we just don't have a lot of folks who have that evangelism gift and that burning desire to go and do those things. The second gift is a prophet. Now, when we say prophet, we always think of Old Testament prophets, but this is a person who has a spirit-given capacity and desire to serve God by proclaiming God's truth. In all reality, this person is kind of the hellfire and damnation type preacher who points out sin. You know, she is kind of the turn or burn type person, you know. They're proclaiming God's word to people, God's truth. The third one is the exhorter. The desire to serve God by motivating others to action, by urging them to pursue a course of conduct. This is the how-to teacher. Barnabas was an exhorter to young Mark. He's the how-to teacher. Now, Mark, this is the way you need to do this. Now, if you want to please Paul, this is what he's going to expect. He's the teacher. And many of our Sunday school teachers are Barnabases. Many of our deacons are Barnabases who encourage and exhort people. Then you have the pastor-teacher. This is a person who serves God by overseeing and training and caring for the need of a group of Christians, the shepherd who leads and feeds, the coach of the team. Many of our Sunday school teachers are falling under this. If I'm looking for a Sunday school teacher, this is the gift I usually go for, first of all. The Sunday school teachers, disciple teachers, Awana teachers, children's church teachers, small group teachers, children's choir and discipleship teachers. All of these folks are in that capacity in our church, pretty much all of them. Then the fifth gift is mercy. Serves God by identifying with and comforting those who are in distress. This person understands and comforts fellow Christians. This would be like your benevolence team here at Mount Harmony, our bereavement team. And this is, by the way, the prominent gift within this church. If there's a real need that takes place within our church, because of this gift, there's usually an outpouring of care that takes place. The sixth one is a server. Serves God by rendering practical help in both physical and spiritual matters. This person meets the practical needs of fellow Christians and the church. This would be the person who likes to work with their hands to serve and to do, like maybe building grounds, accounting team, good timers team, welcome center and parking lot greeters, homebound team, hospitality team. And by the way, have I mentioned that I need nursery workers? Well, just in case I hadn't mentioned that to you, I am always in need of nursery workers. That's an on-hands ministry. It's a server ministry. It's also a mercy ministry. It's a rewarding ministry. I serve in the nursery. I figure if I ask you to do it, I ought to be willing to do it myself. But I enjoy working in the nursery. I get to learn those children as a result of working in the nursery. I can't remember names real well, but I remember those children's names that I work with in the nursery. And I'll remember them as they come on up through life. So it's a great place to work. And sometimes it's a challenging place to work. When I came here, our church was smaller than it is today. I had 13 weeks of children's workers in the nursery on my schedule. I have 5 weeks of children's workers on my schedule today. And at times it looks like it wants to go to 4, but there's always a need. And I don't care how old you are, babies will love you. Children will love you. The older you get, the better they love you. So those of you who've served your time, that little white sheet for the workers thing, put down nursery, and I'll fix you up. The seventh one is giver. This person serves God by giving of the material resources far above the tithe to further the work of God. This person will meet the financial need of fellow Christians and church ministries. Many times, the person that God gives this gift to also gives them the ability, seemingly, to make money. I've known a few of these folks, and they're a blessing to be around. They're not tightwads. Everything they seem to touch, God blesses, because they give. You know, there's a lot of sermons about giving. There's sermons about giving to the poor. God says, when you give to the poor, you loan to me. That's a rich statement, isn't it? And it's no wonder God blesses those who are givers and who have that gift. And then lastly is the administrator. Serves God by organization, administering, promoting, and leading the various affairs of the church. This person will lead in the church and its ministries. Some of our leadership positions would be our Constitution Bylaw Committee, finance team, insurance team, nominating team, personnel team. All of those need administrative gifts. And when you give a person who has an administrative gift a job to do, they organize it and they get it done. And those come in handy. I don't have all the gifts. Brother Buddy doesn't have all the gifts. Brother Buddy, by the way, has an administrative gift. When we have a staff meeting, Brother Buddy, he has an agenda. We don't come and just ratchet jaw and run our lips for an hour or two. Every now and then we chase a rabbit, but he brings us back because he has an agenda. When he gives us assignments, you know, Neal, I want you to do this. Mitch, you do this. Tammy, you do that, and so forth. And he says, and I will take this. And he usually takes more than he gives out. Buddy will, as soon as that meeting is over, he'll get on the phone. He'll take care of his. Now, if phoning is required for mine to get done, I procrastinate. I hate phoning. I don't have an administrative gift. Now, I can do administrative stuff. I have to, and I've done it for many years of my life. But it doesn't come natural. It's not one of the things I enjoy doing. I enjoy teaching. I have a pastor-shepherd gift. I enjoy serving. I have a serving gift. And between those two, you can work yourself to death. You know, I don't enjoy administrative work. I tell my wife, I said, when I retire, I will be a volunteer, but I will never be with volunteers again. You know, it's hard to work with volunteers because you have no authority over volunteers. You know, if I'm a boss in a place, a workplace, and I used to be, I told somebody to get it done. They might best get it done, you know, lest they not be there tomorrow. You can't do that with a volunteer. You say, would you please? Second call, I still need you to do this. Would you please? Third call, you need help with someone helping you to do this, you know? And you never know. And then you got Baptist, the Baptist natures put it off or get a committee, whichever. I hope you've taken the gift test and that you'll become active here in our church. You'll be a lot happier if you're active. And I want to ask you this morning now, what kind of worker are you? If Buddy Pigg had to list your name beside one of these type workers, would you be a divisive worker, a deserting worker, a defaming worker, or a devoted worker? I would hope it would be the last one. I read a little